Yes. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening for most, and good afternoon for some over there on the West Coast. Thank you, like always. Thank you guys for tuning in to KL Culture Radio on Vertical Live Tuesday. Guys, you walk in, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click all because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Like always, thank you for tuning in to KL Culture Radio. It is Vertical Live Tuesday. Hakeem. What's cracking like? What's cracking like? What is cracking like?
Man, it's a fun time to be alive. That's what it is.
Boy, it's a fun time to be alive. And you know, Hakeem, they say, well, spring break started this week, but they say today officially spring break starts.
Oh,
Are
today?
you
Okay.
excited? Are you going on spring break, Hakeem? Are you headed to the beach?
Oh man, maybe in my two piece, like some Bahama shorts or something like that.
Well, number one, hey, that was a bad imagery in my mind. That was Hakeem. You just hit me with a bad imagery. Oh my goodness, you just hit me with a bad imagery. But like always, guys, shout out to these guys watching us all across the board: Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Shout out to those watching us on Rumble and
Mhm.
also X. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, a lot of stuff to cover because man, Hakeem, it was a messy day yesterday. A messy day. It's so crazy, but we're about to get into it. So this one right here, Hakeem. Hello, Bobby Bryant. Great to see you. I always give you a shout
Hey,
out at the end of the shout
buddy.
out to Hakeem. You're watching. So shout out to you, Bobby Bryant. So unfortunately, Hakeem, this is breaking news. This is coming from sports. Women basketball right now they are in a tournament. Juju Watkins has suffered a torn ACL and will undergo surgery. So Hakeem, she is out for the season. She played for USC. Hakeem, she is a wonderful dominant player. But you can
Mhm.
see, let's play that clip of her torn her ACL. Yeah, it was really bad. Yeah, the fans was upset. They were shocked by it. It was really bad. So Hakeem, your thoughts on Juju Watkins suffering her torn ACL?
Man, I just pray for the sister. You know what I mean? Um, funny enough, prior before this, you mentioned her. I went to go see her. She's a phenomenal player. A
Hmm.
phenomenal player, very impact player to her team. Her point average is great. So I just pray for her. I didn't understand why the lady bumped her like that. That's not the type of basketball I was thinking to see. But I pray that she's okay.
No, she was trying to defend her normally block, but because of that mistaken shot, it doesn't look good, and it's very very sad because women at the end of the day are very fragile, and for her
Mm-hmm.
to do that, and you can easily see it through the video how bad that ACL was torn. It's just she was literally the star player. They say she was the highest thing out. She was the next one up to go to the WNBA, and look what happened. So it was a sad accidental mistake, but she was carried out, and when she was carried out, she was crying the whole time because you remember the pain. Man, we suffer the same thing too, but we
Yeah.
can kind of endure a little bit more. But remember, women's body are so fragile, and for her to suffer that type of pain is just remarkable. No, a lot of people are praying for her. I hope she does have a speedy recovery, but she is out for the remainder of the tournament and also the season. And I think she's going to get well, and when she get well, her future still look bright when it comes to the aspect of the WNBA. And not only that, when it also comes to the to you already know with sports as well.
Mm-hmm.
Kansas City Chiefs. I can put up that headline. Kansas City Chiefs are pretty much are invited to the White House because what happened was President Trump is inviting the Kansas City Chiefs to the White House to celebrate their 2020 Super Bowl win. I think this is wrong.
Yes.
I'm against Trump on this one. The Chiefs should not be invited. It should be after. They shouldn't be invited at all. Yes,
One
I
hundred
understand they
percent.
won the Super Bowl in 2020, but however, the opportunity already came and gone. This is a ego time to shine. So I can your thoughts on that. I think this is Trump
Now,
dropped the ball on this one.
I'm on record is I'll praise you when you're right, but I'm gonna strike you when you're wrong. This just doesn't make sense.
No,
This was the same situation that Angel Reese went through when they won the national championship with the Louisiana basketball, and the president at that time said we need to invite both. You remember Miss
oh,
Biden
I
was like,
remember.
yeah,
Yes, I
like
remember. Yeah,
let's
we covered that.
invite
Yeah.
both. Like this is not a participation party. We're not giving people, but so to invite the Kansas City Chiefs is a slap on the face to the Philadelphia Eagles, who wanted brutalize these guys because they wasn't ready for what they come. Jalen Hurt, everybody on that team who did their thing. I'm disappointed in President
Donald
Trump in
Trump.
this one. Yeah.
Me too. I'm disappointed in Trump as well because at the same time, this is the Eagles' time to shine. They deserve this to go to the White House to do what they need to do, have fun, be with President Trump, see all the monuments, and now you can also get the Chiefs an opportunity to go to be with them as well. To me, that's not right. And I remember we already talked about that in the early of the year how Trump was favoring the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. So he already liked the Chiefs. He wanted the Chiefs to win it all
Yeah.
the way. So I think this is like okay the Chiefs didn't win, but I still want to see him. But to me, President Trump, he fell the pocket on this one. I don't agree with it. I think a lot of people don't agree with this either. This was the Eagles won fair and square. They deserve to be there by themselves, with not a second contender going in there. Even though I understand it was a pandemic, but still, they should have did it another day. Why do it the same day as the Eagle? I don't know. I don't know, but let's see. I'm just curious on what the people would say about this as well. And I'm trying to make sure that's it when it comes to sports news. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody who's watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in on this Vertical Live Tuesday. Go ahead, Hakeem. Shout out to White High. Go ahead and read White High's comment real quick.
My brother, he said the Donald Show has invited the Dallas Cowboys to vote.
Why one day,
One day.
money, money make the world go round. People love money. People like to make money. However, people don't like it when it comes to the aspect of lawsuit. So Hakeem, put up this headline: Google agreed to pay $28 million to settle a lawsuit claiming it's giving whites and Asian employees higher salary and more advancement. So, that being said, Hakeem, this is not new to us when it comes to the aspect of certain group of people getting more salary and more investments and more higher level and quote unquote ladder. But I think Google got sued because they said, hey, well, about the blacks. How come we don't see a lot of blacks going up in ladder? I know this is very controversial, Hakeem, but go right ahead because this deal with money because you know Google do have shareholders. Go right ahead.
They do. I wonder when people are going to wake up and think that this stuff is not is like we're living in a different time. This ain't no difference from Jim Crow. We're still going to be held back. The difference is, and Ron, you know me for quite some time. What's going to be my favorite response to this situation? Build your own Google. Then you won't get your hell back. Like you don't.
Well, you got to keep it in mind. People don't want to build their own Google, Hakeem. Some people just want to work.
Listen, if you want to work, don't talk to me then, because I want to build a Google. I'm not gonna go work for no racist person. Listen, I want him to be racist, because you want to know why? All the talented blacks I could put up under my Google corporation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you on that 110%. But Google paid the settlement, so now I think now they're gonna open more opportunity for other races of people instead of Asian and whites.
Listen, they're still gonna find more sneaky ways to not hire your black ass. Hello?
No, but I am curious. I never seen a black Google executive. I'm just being honest. They probably are some, but I never seen them.
Never met him. Never. I don't know if anybody's senior in anything. I know there's top Indian executives at Google. The CEO is Indian.
That's why they got sued. You see, that's why they got sued.
The CEO at Microsoft is Indian.
That's why they got sued. So you know, it is what it is. Now you know one also comes with money. Disney shareholder vote against anti DEI proposal. Only 1% of voters was favor of the proposal. So Disney shareholders like him, they overwhelmed by rejecting the proposal at the end of the company participation in the Human Rights Campaign Corporation. Hakeem, your thoughts on that? This is to me, this is very, very interesting too. So a lot
Oh,
of Disney shareholders not happy about this as well.
you want to know something? If the shareholder, if they know the impact that's going to happen when you end DEI in certain things, you know what I mean? So for them to be like, hey, shareholders vote against anti-DEI proposal, 1% of voters were in favor of this proposal. You see, I'm trying to
Yeah.
say, like, some people want to have niggas involved. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We know. Then we can also know who the biggest spenders. You know what I mean? Shout outs to IB Wody, man. IB
Yeah.
Wody, bro. I love you, man. I gotta give you. Always come here and support us, bro. You know what I mean? We, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Him, Mimi, all the people from the Shaggy
um,
division, yeah, they always coming through showing us love. Go ahead, but go ahead, finish your
yeah.
commentary,
So,
Hakeem.
this is the thing I'm saying. Companies are gonna lose more when they don't involve other races of people. And listen here, and people understand. A lot of people think like DEI is only black. It's not only black; it's Hispanics too.
Yep.
Because you don't
Facts.
see many Hispanic cultures involved in anything. I don't see no Hispanic characters at Disney like that. There's not that many. Majority of them white, and there's not that many majority of black characters there, with very few. So when we start talking about DEI, it doesn't only affect us. We don't see a lot of Asian characters there. We don't see a lot of Laotians. We don't see a lot of Hindus characters there. We don't see a lot of charismas. So just think about it from that perspective.
And to me, you got to be diverse. And when you're
Yes.
diverse, your company goes up, and then now that you got to tend to get
Oh,
more and more shareholders. And the reason why I'm talking about this reason why I'm bringing up a lot of stuff like Google and
oh my
Disney,
God.
because there's a lot of people that have shares within the company. Of course,
Oh,
it's not financial advice. Always speak to a financial advisor when you're trying to make a financial decision. But this is very, very important because this is what rich people are putting their money into.
yes,
Disney, Google. So anything that impact when it comes to DEI, and also companies not giving diversity to other races of people, it hurts the stock market. It hurts the shareholder.
I want to put this one last point. You
Go
know,
ahead.
we could have been the richest country in the world if we didn't exclude a lot of people in our country.
Yeah.
We could have been the richest, the smartest, the fastest country in the world, just
Yep.
like people in Japan and China and these places. China has literally 20 different ethnic groups that all are involved in the formation and the growth of this country. Same thing with Japanese people. Japanese have different forms of ethnic group. None of these people are excluded from the growth of the country. When you exclude blacks, when you exclude Hispanics from the growth of technology and health, you lose as a country.
Facts. And now also when it comes to monkey, when it comes to money, I'm gonna say monkey. When it comes to money, Chuck E. Cheese has sold over 200,000 membership in 6 months. So people that say Chuck E. Cheese is going out of business, I think not. People are continuing to go to Chuck E. Cheese, continue to buy their membership, and continue to do what they need to do. So Chuck E. Cheese right now have a 250 location in 2025 and open 8 new more fun center. So it seems like Hakeem, Chuck E. Cheese ain't going nowhere. It seems like they're here to stay.
Man,
Your thoughts on Chuck E. Cheese still staying alive after all
right.
these years?
Chuck E. Cheese was founded in 1977.
Yes.
All the millennials, Slava Ukraine, shout out to the Ukrainians. So all of us who are millennials, who are over the age of 40, has grew up going to Chuck E. Cheese. You ate the
Yes.
pig. It's an experience that you don't forget. You know what I mean? So yes, I could see this one. Millennials support this anything, and we want to raise our kids in this. So I could see this. How it's going to die when a generation of kids are now adults and fathers and grandfathers and grandmothers.
Good point. But I want to say, have you ever been to Chuck E. Cheese?
Too many times.
You know the crazy thing is, I've never been. They say the pizza is good.
The pizza is good. I've been there too many times. Let's just say that.
Man, then I need to take a trip to Chuck E. Cheese, and I think I need a video blog it. I never been as a child. I never been. I don't think I was that cool. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate it. Shout out to Know Your Worth is in the building. Great. Thank you so much for y'all for being here. We really do greatly appreciate you. And shout out to this new subscriber. Of course, we won't highlight that comment, but I don't know how to say his name. I think his name is it Krillin? Krillin?
Yeah, Krillin.
Shout out to him. That's also in the building. Abby Wody, thank you so much for being here. Also, Why High is also in the building. The lovely Bobby Barnes also in the building. Shout out to those watching us on Facebook, Instagram, Kick, Twitch, and also Rumble. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. X, thank you so much for holding us down. Go ahead, Hakeem. What you was gonna say?
No. I said Know Your Worth says she's never been to Chuck E. Cheese either.
It's time to take a field trip then. Chaos Culture Radio family, let's take a field trip this week to Chuck E. Cheese. No, but hip hop. Hakeem, this one right here, hip hop it was so much stuff going on with hip hop. I don't even know where to begin. But this one right here, we gotta definitely talk about the return of the Mac. Singer Mark Morris arrested for battery in Florida. Hakeem showed our headline from TMZ. So apparently he was arrested from having a heated argument with the restaurant manager, and also he felt that he was pretty much being tried. So he punched the guy.
Oh my God!
The Return of the Mac. I love his song.
Listen, I can't remember it. I got to go back and listen to it.
The Return of the Mac.
Yeah, I gotta go.
It's in there. The Return of the Mac. He's a classic when it comes to the early '90s, and for him to get into an altercation with the restaurant establishment, to me, I think it's childish. Stuff like that you should try to avoid as much as possible, because keep it in mind, you are a celebrity. Rather you had a hit song in the 90s, to today people still know that song. Return of the Mac is still one of the hottest songs that's still being played today in every black venue. Oh man. And also when it comes to other news, Little Boosie, Hakeem's on the fire because the Louisiana Attorney General threatened to take legal action against Boosie using the Caleb Wilson name during a event promotion. Go right ahead, Hakeem. Play that clip.
Boosie Bash kicked off at Southern University. Boosie confirmed to WBRZ on Friday that he had plans to use the funds from Boosie Bash for a scholarship dedicated to Caleb Wilson. Wilson died in an alleged hazing incident back in February. According to Attorney General Liz Murrell, Wilson's family says they had no knowledge that their son's name and image was being used to promote the music festival.
Their understanding was that Boosie wanted to contribute and start a scholarship fund at the school and put some money towards starting a scholarship. That was the extent of the conversation that they had with him more than a week ago, and no one ever asked them or even mentioned this event, and no one ever asked them if they could use his name and image to promote the event.
But on Friday, Boosie talked with WBRZ and confirmed he was working with both Wilson's family and the Human Jukebox.
And I know that you are launching a
the sixth
foundation of scholarship in his name. Is that right?
Yeah, we're going to try to do something positive because I'm grateful for his dad and all the people who made this work. But we're going to do something special for him because, it's a life lost too short.
Merle says she intends to take legal action for the misuse of Wilson's name for profit.
It's a dramatic misrepresentation
Doesn't look good, Hakeem.
And misappropriation of Caleb's name and image to support a for-profit event.
We reached out to Boosie's team, who were not available for an interview. They did say they are aware of the Attorney General's statement and do have plans to respond. Merle says her work starts Monday.
Wow. Starts, yesterday. So Boosie's under fire. Hakeem, do you think he made an accidental mistake? or do you think Boosie actually knew exactly what he was doing? Go right ahead, your
Um,
commentary.
I'm gonna say it from this perspective. I don't know why they're doing that. I just think it's a misstep on them for them to try to come at him like that, because he's like Boosie Bash been popping,
Yeah,
and RP to Caleb Wilson. So in his heart, the guys from back, he wanted to try to do something. For them to try to sue him, saying he's using his likeness, people need to remember how long Boosie Bash been going. I've been hearing about this for years. He doesn't need his likeness. He was just trying to honor the kid's name. So I do think this is an L on the family and on the city of Baton Rouge.
but you think it's an L because they see it as like probably a money grab opportunity. You think that's why they're doing
No,
it?
listen. The show had already been promoted since whatever on Eventbrite.
Correct.
So like his shit already been popping. So I'm just confused where they're coming from with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me too. I don't know. Probably because right now I think because of the situation that transpired with Caleb, it was just saying probably wait till everything ease off, then go ahead and do an event. But Boozy, to me, let's have a conversation with the family and with the lawyers, and then see what type of agreement they could come to. Because like they say, when the event does go through, they probably have to the family or something. You know what I mean? So you
Yeah,
can avoid the lawsuit because when it comes to lawsuit, they can ask for way more than
yeah.
what Boozy Event can actually make.
But here's the problem. The DA wanted to criminally charge Boosie for using his name. And I don't know what's so criminal about it. He's trying to give back. But they don't like Boosie in Baton Rouge. Even
Yeah,
though
correct. They
Boosie
don't
does
correct
give
a
a lot.
lot.
He gives a lot back. He's trying to clean up his image. He has done a lot for his city. He's trying to. He's an exemplary father. A lot of people don't understand him because you're not from the South. And I do want to give Boosie his credit for trying that. He didn't have to go stick his neck out to do for Caleb, but hey, this is America.
It is. And you can sue anybody for anything. Rick Ross, Hakeem, on to hip hop news. Rick Ross opened up his own dental office in Atlanta. Rick, I tell you, Rick Ross and those veneers, man. So I think Rick Ross fell in love with his veneers so much. Hakeem, he opened up a dentist office. They show that clip of Rick Ross opening up the dentist office with Dr. Mario.
Y'all ready? And once we clip it, we all gonna scream, yeah,
I don't know what that is.
Oh, that's one of the dentists that's gonna be working at the office.
I was just reminded it was 3 years ago when we had a conversation at my home in Miami. Like I told Mario Montoya, this is really coming to fruition, of course, because of the team, his supporters, his family. You know what his family means to him. But we gotta let him know he's the best.
Keep going, Hakeem's more.
When it comes to getting yo, this is a huge move.
So that's how the office is gonna
all
be.
the icons, all the stars, and the creator of the $1 Billion Smile, Mario Montoya. Listen, don't waste your time. Just come straight to the source. Come directly right here. Atlanta, Georgia, Mario Montoya.
With the veneers.
Yo, this is a huge move. I just want to give you guys a behind-the-scenes look at the $1 Billion Smile headquarters right here in Atlanta. This is the icon. When it comes to getting your smile right, it gets no better. But I just want you guys to see what's going on here. This is next level.
This is more $1 billion smile to Atlanta, the city that has shown me a lot of luxury. I am so happy here in Atlanta, bro. I am so happy.
Yeah, he's so happy.
Shout out to Rick Ross. Go ahead, I give you a commentary of him opening up his dentist office with Dr. Mario Montero.
No, let me not say that. Listen, why did he go get Mario Montoya when there's a 20 or 34 black dentists there that could have easily did the same thing?
Good point, because Atlanta is the
home
of bike. Yes.
This is
why I didn't even think about that. Good point. Go ahead.
He had to import a Cuban Miami to go take over Miami. He said instead of getting a black dentist there and pairing up with them.
No, but are they well known black dentists in Atlanta though? Because I never heard. Most of the time is
there's so many black dentists who done even better than. Shout out to Nadish.
Shout out to Nadish is also in the building. Y'all want to see one of the craziest wildest show in the early in the morning? Go to Nadish. But cooking. Yeah, go. But Mario is well known within the Atlanta city. That's why he teamed up with him. Like if you look at Mario's background, he did work on a lot of celebrities, a lot of well known athletes, and also singers as well. Like you see, he's going like Rick Ross show you. Like you see, he even did work on Rick Ross' teeth. That's why he loved to smile.
So, but here's the thing: there's black dentists who doing big work. I'll give you one for an example. Do you know the dude that says got him?
Yeah.
You know he has new teeth now. A black dentist sponsored him and gave him new teeth for free. It was a black dentist that did that.
So you think Rick Ross dropped the ball on this one?
He did.
But he loved them veneers, boy. Them things.
He does. But I would have liked if the veneers were made by black people.
I give him credit though because he utilized his money the right way as we should utilize our money when you got that type of bracket. Mm-hmm. Buying a dentist office. That's what we should be doing. But always speak to a financial advisor, guys. Always speak to a financial advisor. One last topic when it comes to the there's a lot going on. So NBA young boy Hakeem, he's released from prison. He was released from prison. Just saw the headline real quick. He was released from prison yesterday, and he is excited. Everybody's waiting for his exclusive interview to see how everything went when he was out there in the prison system. So, Hakeem, your thoughts of him being released yesterday from prison?
It's about to be a hot summer. He's out. Pushaisti's in the halfway house. We about to start cooking. Shout out to Narrative and Dialogues.
Y'all is also in the building. Yep, so he's released. So now I want to make people know that he is released. So as soon as he drop an exclusive interview, we will talk about it. Of course, first here on your Chaos Culture Radio. Hey. And now that Hakeem, one more topic when it comes to hip hop, because you already know that I was hip hop had crazy stuff going on yesterday. Tekashi 6ix9ine is also free from house arrest as well. Go ahead and show that clip. Tekashi 6ix9ine is outside now once again. So you know he's about to get ready to troll and act a fool, even though the IRS sees a lot of his assets. So go ahead, Hakeem, play that clip of Tekashi 6ix9ine outside.
Are we jumping in the pool after?
Yeah.
My hair is.
Yeah.
She a dancer. She said that her name was Hannah. She a white girl.
Oh, mute that.
From the back, I'm telling her.
Yep. So there you go. There you have it, folks. Tekashi 6ix9ine is outside. His ankle monitor is off. So he's about to act a fool. So I can your thoughts on Tekashi 6ix9ine pretty much being outside once again.
I'm happy for him. You feel me? I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of people might not. I love him. Siempre. I love this Tekashi 6ix9ine because you want to know why? I see him do some things a lot of other rappers don't do. I see him go to Dominican Republic and give out money to Haitians and poor Haitians and poor Black Dominicans. I didn't see him go to the white side. I love him. His image, whatever he went through doesn't matter to me. Is what you show me, and that he's a real giving, loving person. Whatever image he's playing, that's just for the money. He has a good heart. You know what I mean?
Not that, but like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side so you never miss when we go live. Shout out to everybody watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in on this Vertical Live Tuesday. Shout out to Shay right now watching us on Instagram. We thank you so much for being here, sweetheart. Hey, great to see you. Shout out to Tempe right now watching us on Rumble. And not only that, but shout out to Joe's watching us right now on X. So, Hakeem, now we head into the main topic on today's show. You already know Jasmine is under fire once again for making her Black Lives card pretty much calling Greg the governor Hot Wheels. It was a joke gone bad. Hakeem, go ahead and play that clip. It wasn't a good joke. And she is now under fire. Go right ahead.
Because we in these hot ass Texas streets, honey. Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now. And the only thing hot about him is that he is a hot ass mess, honey. So yes. And because we in these.
So I came that pretty much that remark she made pretty much went viral. However, it was just a joke gone bad. Hakeem, your thoughts on that? It was just a joke gone bad. So people right now are scrutinizing for it, especially when it comes to the aspect of the Republican Party.
So, you do not have to like a person's position or where he's standing at. Yes, he wanted to remove DEI from federal buildings. Yes, he has a strong stance on immigration there. Abbott is not to be played with. We're just going to say that. You know what I mean? He's in a wheelchair. He's about business. He's about getting rid of people, getting you locked up in death penalty. But to make a reference towards his disability is a bit tasteless, though. And I don't know if White High can comment on it. He's in Texas. And I don't know how he feels about Governor Abbott. And
a lot of people don't like Governor Abbott. A lot of people don't like Governor Abbott.
You know what I mean? He said, I don't think it was bad, although I don't disagree with some of the things she has done. Same thing, narrative. Listen, I don't mind some of her rhetoric. I just think that there's certain things, like, when I hear a statement like that, is like, because I know people who are in a wheelchair. So I'm like, oh, man.
No, but I'll be being too sensitive because it was just a joke. We know she's joking.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like a comedian. You know, I think she was kind of nervous. So I think she was trying to fill it in with a joke. Because, you know, you're in front of, like, thousands of people listening to you while you're speaking. So I think she was nervous a little bit. So she was trying to fill in with just a joke. But the joke just went bad.
Yeah. Why I said worse has been said about President Obama and the kids.
I'm saying. You do got a point. That's what I'm saying. Like, is she out of pocket or was it just a bad joke?
It's a little bit difficult for me to like even answer that because I'm real big on like, damn, I don't know if there's a fine line between jokes and what seems like in reality. You know what I mean? Like,
no, but she did have to loosen up the crowd because the crowd part was too serious. They probably were like, she probably not really excited as a speaker. So she put in a caveat of a joke, but it was a bad joke. Yeah. And I know probably she didn't make no remark that she apologized for the remarks she made. I didn't see no headlines for that or even read about that. But I knew it was just a bad joke. You could just tell it was a bad joke because even the timing was off when she said it. It like she was stuttering when she was speaking. But people didn't like it, and she was facing a lot of scrutiny for that remark for Abbott. So it doesn't look good. Greg, like you said, Hakeem, he's not someone to mess with.
He's not to be played with. Yeah.
He's not. Another when it comes to also political news, Trump official leak Trump war plans, Hakeem, and it doesn't look good for them to leak Trump war plans when it comes to the aspect of Yemen. Go right ahead, Hakeem, play that clip.
Turn now to that accidental revelation of a Pentagon plan to target militants in Yemen earlier this month. The White House says the president continues to have confidence in his national security team, even after they were sent to a journalist. The details were so sensitive, the editor-in-chief of The Atlantic, who accidentally received it all, opted not to publish them out of concern for national security. Ed O'Keefe has the details.
The U.S. bombed Houthi rebel positions in Yemen on March 15th in response to the group's continued attacks on commercial shipping vessels in the Red Sea and missile strikes against Israel. With classified details of the U.S. attack plans were first shared 2 days earlier with Jeffrey Goldberg, editor-in-chief of The Atlantic magazine. He'd been added, accidentally, to a group chat of senior administration officials on Signal, invited by National Security Advisor Michael Waltz.
I've never heard of anything quite like this.
In all, 18 people were in the chat, including Vice President Vance, Secretary of State Marco Rubio, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, and National Intelligence Director Tulsi Gabbard.
People have devices that are extraordinarily convenient, and government officials are just like you and me. They like convenience. They're just like you and me. They sometimes send text to people they didn't mean to send text to. The consequences here are a lot higher for that sort of thing than in regular civilian life.
Goldberg watched on his phone as the group debated striking the Houthis. And then, on the morning of the attacks, Hegseth shared operational details about the forthcoming strike, including the timing, the targets, and the types of weapons used. Once the strikes concluded, the group exchanged emojis in celebration, flames, fist bumps, and American flags. Sharing top-secret details over Signal likely violated the Espionage Act, according to CBS News national security consultant Sam Vinograd.
Operational plans related to the Houthis and strikes in Yemen more than likely are classified or at least operationally sensitive. So it'll be important to see whether the Department of Justice opens up an investigation into a potential leak of classified information.
Goldberg's article first published on Monday while the president was holding a cabinet meeting with most of the people on the text group.
I don't know anything about it. I'm not a big fan of The Atlantic. To me, it's a magazine that's going out of business. I think it's not much of a magazine.
The White House says the president has the utmost confidence in his national security team, including National Security Advisor Michael Waltz, whose office says Jeffrey Goldberg, that journalist, should not have been on the text group.
No, I agree. He should not be in the also Hakeem when it comes to the aspect of information being leaked, especially when it came to the aspect of Yemen. Your thoughts on it?
I'm gonna have to agree with Dialogue on this. He said this is a beautiful thing. This is a beautiful, and listen, and let me tell you what Dialogue coming from this.
Go ahead.
America doesn't need. Hold on 1 minute. It says America don't need to keep their private business private. He said America don't know how to keep their private business private. This is a security breach.
It is.
Listen, if we, the American people, are funding this stuff, you feel me? Because we're funding this stuff, we should know how we going to be attacking whatever. I don't even know why we even in Yemen. Let's just first explain that. I don't know what interest we have in Yemen because Saudi Arabia and them been hitting those people since I can only remember. So I can only imagine who, you know what I mean? They might be the true chosen one because they're more hated than us. You know what I mean? So that's my whole stance to that. You know what I mean? Like,
no, but the situation with Yemen, it was not supposed to be. It's not supposed to be disclosed by anybody. That was it. It was supposed to be private. But when you have someone like a magazine or editor of a magazine and chief editor of a magazine in the group chat, it does harm when it comes to the aspect of the United States security because their job is going to publish whatever they see, and that's exactly what happened. They published every text messages that was sent between Trump security team. So that going on under Trump legal advisement. To me, it's not good. Trump has got to take an L on this one. He got to eat it up. And I know, knowing him, someone's going to be held accountable. Even though he made that funny remark, but knowing him, he's going to hold someone accountable for it. Okay, he's not going to take blame for that situation that transpired with Yemen. Because to me, that was a security breach. That was not supposed to happen at all. So that Trump, I agree with him on certain things, but everything I'm starting to see, like he's starting to fall off a little bit. I think he still needs some work to do within his own cabinet.
Yes, he does.
Any final thoughts, Hakeem, on that before we move on with Yemen?
It's crazy. He says even let me read Dialogue. He said even when I worked for the CDC and physical security, it was a breach in the air out of classified information.
Like, share, and subscribe, folks. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side so you never miss when we go live. Shout out to everybody right now watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in on this Vertical Live Tuesday. Hakeem, moving along. This one I found very interesting. Swiss Beast said he never had an argument with Alicia Keys during their 15 years of marriage. And it comes down to communication. This is very interesting. Because I've been hearing that a lot too. A lot of people that have been married a very long time, they say they don't really argue that much. Can he be capping? Play the clip.
I believe this. I kind of believe this.
Is it true that you two say that you've never had an argument?
It's true. You don't believe me?
Only because I've been married for 8 years.
And you've had more arguments.
No, I wouldn't say we argue a lot, but never a crossword.
No. I mean, we don't raise our voices at each other. We've definitely disagreed. I'm not, it's not that we haven't disagreed or he hasn't been like uncomfortable with something I did or I'm uncomfortable with something he did. We definitely have had moments where like, that felt weird. But we definitely communicate in a way that doesn't, we don't let it build up. And we even used to have this thing called like, what's today? Whatever today is it Monday?
Yes.
Thank you. If it was Monday, we'd have a keep it real Monday conversation. And we at breakfast, we'd be like, we got to have a keep it real Monday conversation later.
I like
that. Monday? Okay. And then later we sit down and say, like, I got to keep it real Monday. This bothered me. And he'd be like, really? I didn't even mean it like that. I know, but it came off crazy. Oh, my fault. How was it? So we get a chance to converse before it turns into the big blowout.
Is it true that you two...
like if you don't catch it before then it gets crazy. So we catch it, and then we don't have to yell. Try it.
See that? Well...
like if you don't catch it before then it gets crazy. So we catch it, and then we don't have to yell. Try it.
I find this to be very interesting. So, Hakeem, you could go 15 years without getting into an argument. I don't know. I think even when you disagree with your woman, it might lead to an argument because I might not see each other on the same page. Go ahead. So, your commentary on that.
I'm going to have to go with narrative and dialogues again. He said, this is no secret, Ronnie. They just have not put their business out right in public. Keep the public guessing. I like Alicia too, man. She's always been soft, very feminine. I think it's easy to be in a relationship with a woman who understands the program and who doesn't have an ego, who's willing to see things from your perspective. I think that's a lot of things. I think a lot of sometimes it's culture, sometimes it's her upbringing. If her mother was a soft, very reasonable woman, very understandable woman, she might bring that into the relationship where she said, hey, babe, the other day what you did, I didn't like that. You see how easy that is? Is everything okay? I didn't like what you did.
But the issue we having when it comes to guys and women, one thing I used to hear from women a lot is that guys don't know how to communicate effectively.
Okay. I like that you say that. If we're used to aggression, how are we going to commute if a woman is aggressive with us when it's men supposed to talk aggressive? Babe, are you okay? The other day you yelled at me. I didn't like it. You see how soft toned he was? Most men are not going to respond in an aggressive way to a woman who is soft with them. Hey, nigga, you said that shit to me the other day.
That makes sense, though. That makes sense.
Energy.
That makes sense. So when you're dealing with a soft-spoken woman, you're supposed to be soft-spoken. Alicia Keys very soft-spoken, and I see Swiss Beats doing that. Like, coming to me, you can talk to me, give me some time. But to me, it's just very, very interesting. Go ahead, read that comment.
Listen, narrative and dialogue said Alicia has never been a feminist, even in speculation about her being too hard before being married. And he says relationships are easy to deal with sober minds. I want to say something uncomfortable. I might lose. Listen, narrative and dialogues. I hope I don't lose no points. I think the reason why she was easy to deal with because she had that white in her.
But I can't. Like, share, subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side. So you know when we go live. Shout out to everybody watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate it.
She's still in the submissive.
No, but I love these type of conversation because this conversation showed that when you come to speaking to a woman, you gotta speak to a woman in a different tone.
Yeah,
Swiss B is very soft spoken guy. You
yeah,
see that he's not really all not rugged. Yeah, I know he's very dominant too. You can tell like he was
yeah.
like we doing this, we doing this. But at the same time, it's very interesting. 15 years with no argument.
No, listen. She was raised by a white woman, a submissive white woman.
No, because there's some black women the same thing, submissive too, very quiet, very soft spoken.
Listen,
you know it to be true. Well, moving along. Actor Malik Yoba said he will no longer identify as a non-white man to expose racist bias. I'm no longer a black man. I can't play that clip from Malik Yoba.
So, what's up, America? I decided that I'm no longer a black man, no longer a person of color, BIPOC, none of that shit. What I am is a non-white man. And I think we should all just start calling ourselves non-white. So, they're gonna have to figure it out. And just say that shit explicitly. No DEI, no BIPOC, no references to our blackness. So we just all walk around like, I'm not a black man, I'm a non-white man. I'm a non-white woman. I'm a non-white, all of us. Asians, Latinos, black people, everybody. Call it what it is. I'm just non-white. And let them rebuke that. Let them refute it. Let them come up with something that just says, we like all non-whites. Excuse me. We don't like all non-whites.
I'm trying to get a Malik understanding in this. What is your thought when it comes to Malik? I think he's just, what point he trying to make when it comes to this? I'm with you, Waha. We are Americans. But go ahead.
What? I'm with Waha. Titles and all these things, and Narrative said this too. He's been a tether. I don't Malik Yoba. I don't know where he come at with certain things. I do think that if we judge people by who they are instead of where they come from, life would be better.
I agree. Character, yes.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, and sometimes, you know, we can identify you by your culture, but not by your skin tone. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm with you, know your worth. I think he is doing it for attention. He's doing it for attention seeking. Because let's be honest, like Malik been out a lot of people's radar for a very long time. Yeah. And for him saying he's not gonna identify as no Malik, we already know this already. I don't know why he's doing it now. Like, what's the point of it? So I was trying to get your understanding, Hakeem, on this one, because I was trying to see where he was coming from. But to me, I think he was just trolling, I guess, to go viral, which he did go viral. But to me, it makes no sense. But at the end of the day, like, why high? I stand with you. We all American, and we need to stand strong when it comes to American. Now, Hakeem, this one right here is looking good news for Diddy. It seems like the judge just dismissed Little Ron lawsuit, including the RICO, emotional distress, and also sexual assault allegation remains. But sexual assault allegation still remains. So, however, out of the 5 out of the 4 got let go, only 1 is left. Hakeem, your thought? It look like Diddy. It look like he's about to win. Look like he's up and up.
He's up it. I want to know what's going to happen when he come out. If anybody's going to exonerate him.
Nah, people still gonna believe the stories though. Diddy got too many dark secrets, and now that you also have Day 26 right now going on a tour, saying some stuff about him as well.
But listen, Diddy gonna remember all them jokes though. But I'm asking if most of it, listen. If judges mention most of the claims against Liddy in the Little Raw case, including the RICO, and emotional distress,
like,
That man said, and like, I'm kind of confused now. Why is he still in jail? If by court of law they're dismissing the case, we just
no, but they still have evidence. Remember, they still have videotapes. Remember they got the baby oil.
Now I was gonna say this. This is what I was gonna say. I did. Y'all need to go see Bigger Than Bad Boy. I went and watched it. As an exemplary piece that narrative and dialogue that he goes in deep into this. It's a journalistic piece. There's a lot of information I didn't know in there. So like, I'm still wondering, like,
I'm still wondering too. But remember, they say they still have videotapes. They still have witnesses. Of course, the witnesses still have not been disclosed yet. Who are the witnesses that's actually going to be in the case when it comes to the big trial that's about to transpire over the summer? But I keep telling people, don't be surprised Diddy win this one big, because he spent a lot of money losing a lot of his assets so he could really focus on winning this case. And he's not playing. And if he win this case, he will go down as history of the man that did it all, literally. That did it all. Because he got so many people out to get him, and he's coming out. It seems like he's trying to come out victorious. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate it. Hakeem, Sexy Red right now says she believes she's the most hated female rappers as of now. Go ahead, Hakeem. Play that clip of Sexy Red saying she is the most hated female rapper. People don't like Sexy Red. Go ahead. Play that clip.
It is what she represents.
I'm telling you, dude, you like one of the people, your personality, though, is contagious. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but you do hear, or do you see the hate too? Yeah. You see the comments? You don't seem like they're getting bigger or smaller, though.
I think they're getting bigger.
Really? Well, you know what? The bigger you are, the bigger the target too.
Exactly.
Yep, the bigger
it's
you
like,
are.
I feel like, I ain't gonna fake it. I said this though. I feel like I'm the most hated female rapper. Like, they hate on me the most. I get a lot of love, but I know when they be hating on me. They be hating on me. It be like little inside. I be like, they hating on me.
But they
trying to put me down. Like, I be feeling like, is y'all sending like people to come in under her, like y'all trying to put, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel like it's some hidden agendas, and I know, like,
do you feel like that's straight from like spectators, or do you feel like that's somebody in the business?
It could be labels.
Gotcha.
I just be feeling like motherfuckers trying to bring, like, they don't like seeing me win.
Yeah.
And I be seeing people say that in the comments. They be like, why y'all hate her so much? What do she do to y'all? She just be chilling.
Sexy, I'm telling you, dude, you like one of the people, your personality, though.
It's what she represents. So, Hakeem, your thoughts on people hanging on Sexy Red? Do they really hate her, or is it because of what she represents? Go right ahead.
It's the sexual liberty, her being very sexually liberated.
Sexually liberated.
You know what I mean? It's her. She represents everything that we're not used to. A lot of us are used to, if you come from the areas we come from, we see this naturally.
Correct.
This and all this. So it's like a lot of people but people need to understand, people who come from a different culture are not going to understand that. And I want all people to, not all black people are monolith. Just because we all live in the ghetto doesn't mean we accept her behavior. We might have a cousin, an auntie, or somebody like that. Don't mean we accept it. Don't mean we want to be adjacent to it. And I think, you know what I mean, she represents everything that is negative about black community, that is negative about women and being sexually liberated.
Yeah, it is negative. And I think because she walk around, she's twerking all over the place, and the image she portrayed as being like, you know, it's not true, but I'm just saying, like, people consider her to be like kind of like dirty, someone that guys shouldn't be trying to get with, someone that you shouldn't even try to build a family with. Like, women are disgusted by her. Now, don't get me wrong, she do have strong fan base when it comes to certain group of women, but a lot of women look at her and they look at her with disgust. But to me, she's just betraying an act. At the end of the day, we know, if we see Sexy Red, like, you see, like, when she do interview, she's very bubbly, she's very exciting, she has fun, she's goofing around. That's why I know it's an act. What she's putting on, that's not the real her. Some people think that's the real her. No, she's just putting that. Remember, she's an entertainer.
Yes.
Go ahead, Akeem. You was gonna read that comment. Go ahead.
It says we are so worried about if he is gay, what kind of sexual lubricant he using in his activity. We have forgotten about the victims who allege he abused. 100%. Know Your Worth said, when I'm about to say, since someone say I'm pro-woman, I don't think she's the number one hating female, though. I think she's being dramatic. Okay, I agree with you.
No,
And,
but right now, her, Gorilla, and Sexy Red are like the most hated. Like women they don't like them. But go ahead, Akeem.
Yeah. And, it says Sexy Red and Gorilla are going to be the thing of a past in a few years. Nothing memorable about them.
Facts.
Her like Little Kim, Missy Elliott, Foxy Brown, Salt and Pepper. The list goes on in real hip hop. 100%. He said something that's real pivotal. Foxy, Little Kim was very sexy and classy. They talked about a lot of stuff, but it wasn't so ratchet, and they had bars. So it narrative and dialogues. You hit the point.
No, but you got to keep in mind too. The ratchet culture is up right now. It's up.
Mm-hmm.
It is up. Last topic on today's show, Hakeem. Starting May 7th, 2025. Adults must show a real ID for domestic flights. So pretty much, if you don't have a real ID, to me, everybody should already have it already. But if you don't have a real ID, starting May 7th, you are required to have it, or the TSA will not let you go through. I can't go ahead and play that video.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm kind of confused with this. Hello?
It's the one with the star. You don't have it? We have it already. It's in the back. But a lot of people don't have ID. You know, a lot of people still don't carry ID. A lot of people don't carry IDs. Like, if you be
deadline to get a real ID is quickly approaching. You now have until May 7th to get it done. With an increase in demand, the Secretary of State's office opened a super center to help you. NBC5's JC Navarrete gives us a look at the lines and the documents you're going to need.
First step down. The line is building at the brand new super site to get that real ID. How long have you been in line?
For like a half hour.
Standing at the DMV. No one wants to do it, but hundreds made their way downtown to check that item off the to-do list.
I saw the ads, I saw it on TikTok, I saw it everywhere that the super center was opening up, so I had to be here, had to get this done today.
And now is as good a time as ever. With a May 7th deadline, anyone over the age of 18 will either need a real ID or a passport to get through security at the airport.
You'll be needing proof of legal presence, proof of birth, your proof of social security number.
There's very specific documents you have to bring with you. A birth certificate, physical social security card, proof of residency. There's several options there. We have a full list on our website. But be sure they're all physical copies. Digital pictures on your phone don't count.
Here's the deadline to get a real ID.
Okay, now I understand where they're coming from now.
Yeah.
So
you get it?
So, yeah, pictures on your phone. Yeah, but I'm just
California. I'm not late on dialogue. I knew they had it in California already. I'm just saying for the people that don't have a real ID, they need to get one before May 7th, or they won't be able to catch a flight. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I was a bit confused with that because, like, every time I've traveled or took a flight, I've always had to show my ID. You know what I mean?
No, but back then, like right now, if you go to like certain flights, like Frontier, you show it on your phone, they'll let you go through. But now you need a physical copy with you. I think the whole purpose of it, of course, is to stop illegal immigrants from coming through, and also to make sure that you are a citizen within the United States, or you are visiting visiting resident. So now, when you do have that real ID, you should go ahead and be able to go through. But I want to make sure we talk about that and show it to the folks that don't have it yet, to make sure you go and get it before May 7th, because there's people that are watching us that probably do travel, and they need to make sure they get it so they won't have nothing that's going to hold them up over there in the TSA line. Like, share, subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification button right inside so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in on this Vertical Live Tuesday. Shout out to Mr. Dialogue that's in the building. Thank you so much, Big Dog, for coming through. We really do greatly appreciate it. Shout out to you, Kareem Stevie. Thank you so much, sweetheart, for coming through. We really do greatly appreciate it. Shout out to you. Know your worth. Thank you so much for coming through, showing us love and appreciation. Shout out to White High, always coming through with the gems. Thank you so much, White High, for coming through. Shout out to Abby Wody, was also in the building. Thank you so much, Abby Wody, for coming through. Shout out to Shay Shay right now, watching us on Instagram. Thank you so much for tuning in. Not only that, but shout out to the 10 people watching us right now on Rumble. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Guys, also, if you're watching us on Rumble, feel free to come over here on YouTube side. We don't bite. Come right over here and show some love over here on the YouTube side. Shout out to those watching us on X. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on this Vertical Live Tuesday. Shout out to those also watching us on Twitch, Kick, and Facebook. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Shout out to the lovely Bobby Bryan that's always holding us down with Sherry Bryan and Sky and Gorilla Black. Always holding us down over there on Facebook. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Guys, make sure y'all go to KL Culture Radio description. In the description where you can find the KL Culture Radio t-shirt, the hat, the coffee mug, you name it, and the KL Culture Radio store is in the description and also is in the chat as well. Also, guys, make sure you go to KL Culture Radio community tab. In the community tab, where you can find Prince Hakeem book and also Hakeem's album. Right here, I got the hard copy. Hakeem's album, just like the Real ID. I got the hard copy. So the album is out. So guys, go ahead, get yourself a copy. It is out. It's also in the community tab. And also there's a QR code in the community tab as well. You can click on it. It leads you right to the album. Wow. So go ahead, show Hakeem some love. Get yourself this album. This album is hot. It is fire. I told Hakeem I'm not going to unwrap it because I know when they go platinum, I got to sign. I'm the first to get a signed autograph for Hakeem. I'm his #1 fan. So guys, go ahead, get it. Shout out to Dialogue. Yeah, go ahead, man. Support the brother, man. Support. He's not only an author, he's also not only a podcaster, but he's also a writer as well. When I mean a writer, I mean an artist. He does it all. And also Kareem Steve is also featured on the album as well. So guys, go ahead. It's in the community tab. Support.
Hey, y'all about to see some visuals because we're gonna start shooting some videos. And
yay! Can't wait.
Videos. And then
we're gonna premiere here first.
For here. Plus, I'm also gonna try to shoot a documentary. I'd rather be tired than broke through this whole process. We're gonna fly out to different. Listen, it's gonna take a while because I'm gonna fly out to different places to go talk and meet up with people and dialogue. You're one of the locations. We're gonna come to San Francisco, the Bay Area.
Yeah, let's go field trip. San Francisco.
We're gonna get it. So this gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Hey, automatic.
Yeah, all day. Let us know, man. Let us know, man. Y'all let us know. It's gonna be dope. And I'm saying we're doing bigger and better things. You know, we love you guys. We thank you guys so much for always supporting the platform by liking it, sharing it, commenting, listening to us. That's the biggest thing. When you guys listening to us, that means a lot. And especially when y'all comment. And we see all the new subscribers. Shout out to all the new subscribers that subscribe to the channel. Guys, make sure, don't be afraid, come to one of the live streams. Because, you know, sometimes we talk about the video, so we see like a lot of people that tuning in. So shout out to all the new subscribers. Shout out to all the new listeners. KL Culture Radio is going to be the biggest thing on the planet. Shout out to Johnny, the new Jordan. Thank him so much. He was not able to be with us today. But also, we also going to show him love because he is part of the KL Culture Radio family. Like always, thank you for tuning in to KL Culture Radio. We over and out, guys.